What is up, guys? I know it's been, like always, it's been a long time, but I think it's time that I give you guys like a huge update. Not huge, but a pretty progressive update on the sedan. So since the last time I made a video, I actually got a whole bunch of stuff done to the car that it's just random parts that I end up finding online and just throw them on. Sometimes I just get home from work and then, you know, I'll start taking something off and then I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna do it, and then I just don't end up recording. So for starters, we got a carbon fiber hood now, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it's got extensive damage, but hey, you know, not bad for the price that I picked it up for. You know, I can't complain. So, and one of my buddies actually resprayed it for me. It was a lot worse. It actually looked a lot worse. But let me see if I can show you guys, you know. And I'm not really bummed out that it has damage, but you can see like you see all the marks and whatnot that are on it. So I mean, it doesn't really, you know, bother me. So, but it's nice, you know. It complements the car. So now I know you know what I want. The interior got a huge upgrade. One of my favorite things was I hit up the Rob at V Raceworks to see if he could hook me up with a suede Momo Monte Carlo, and sure enough, ended up picking one up. And then one of my newest additions to the car that I really love is ended up picking up an SI cluster, and then the lights in it were like a LED red, and I freaking hated it. So I just took the lights out of my old cluster and then just put that in. As you can see, well, the interior is complete now. Like, I got the glove box, I was gonna get an airbag delete tray, but I was just like, no, I'll just put I don't have the airbag, it's just the cover. It's just the leather cover. So I have that. Pretty much the interior is all complete now. If you notice in my past videos, these were red. So one of my buddies was parting out his sedan, so I pretty much took all the interior pieces from it. I just need to go back and pick up the sunroof. I mean the headliner, because it's red. It's currently red. So I need to go pick up the stock headliner. It's really clean. I might end up picking up the doors, just because these are just jacked up, man. They're bent right here. They're bent right here from, I guess, the previous owner when they try to steal it. I'm gonna pick up the trim because I don't know if you can see, it's all super bent in, and I just hated it. And then so his sedan's black, so I figured, you know, why not just replace the door. And this one doesn't open. This door doesn't open at all. Like, the latch is just broken from the inside, so that doesn't open. And plus, this is what kills me, I cannot stand this shit at all. Like, I just tried everything to get it removed and I just can't. So I might as well just get new doors, and then just call it a day. I think the only difference is his have tint on it, so I'm gonna have to remove the tint. Pretty much that's it. But, you know, there's one thing I did post up on my Instagram that I just never filled you guys in on here. So when I was trying to register the car, I started the process. I went to the DMV. I paid my fees, and it came back that the car was reffed. So that was a huge, like, hit in the wall, because the car was running, the car was ready to go, and I found that the car was reffed. So, you know, the car was a non-op for 5 years. About 5 years. And then so I don't know why the car was reffed. It was never pulled over, never, you know, nothing. So it was just pretty much flagged by the state of California. So I ended up filing an appeal. Took about maybe like 3 weeks or so, about why my car was reffed. And then finally got my tags. So the car is, you know, legal now. It's got, you know, 2020 tags. It's fully insured. It's ready to go. I've actually been driving it a few times here and there when I have a chance to, but, you know, like I said, I'm driving it around. I don't have a window molding because I tried to take it off just to see if you know, that would fix the problem of dealing with this. But it is such a pain in the ass to put it back, because it just doesn't go back in like the way it's supposed to. So, you know, I'm just gonna go take the doors off of my buddy's car and just, I think that'll just be a lot easier and less of a headache. So I'm gonna do that. What else? Well, today, while I was driving the car the other day, I got the scent of oil again. I believe when I was doing the traction bar install, I told you guys I had an oil leak. So today I lifted up the car, and sure enough, there's drips on the floor. So today I'm trying to hunt down where that oil leak is coming from. And while I was hunting it, I figured out that I do have to give me a sec here. So I do have this I don't know if you guys are local or have or know about G&J brake lines. They have a Vita Conversion Kit, pretty much what I bought. And what it does is, where the oil pressure switch goes, they give you like a T-fitting. That T-fitting goes right there, and then the sensor goes on top, and then they give you a stainless steel steel braided line that comes directly to the head right there. So I found a leak that's on the T, so I think I'm just gonna remove that completely. I'm gonna get a Golden Eagle sandwich plate and go that route. Just remove all this, because I'm trying to have like 0 leaks. I'll go under and I'll show you what I found when it comes to the leak. But there's oil on the passenger side of the block, and then there's oil on the transmission. So I'm trying to hunt it down to see exactly where it's coming from, but I'm still drawing a blank, so I don't know exactly where it's coming from. So I'm gonna go under there and show you guys exactly what I'm working with. I'll probably start also taking apart the interior, just the center console, because if you can see, I did buy a K-Tune short shifter. So I want to get that installed also, just to, because when I drive, that thing is just like super short and it hits my leg, and I need, of course, something, you know, like that to be able to drive a little more comfortable. So I'm gonna start on that, and then there was a few other things that I did, but for now let's start hunting that leak, and I'll show you guys where I'm seeing the leaks, because I think there's like 2 or 3, but the main one's coming from the passenger side on the transmission. So let me get under there and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So the first leak that I found was right here on the oil drain plug. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to shine the light to where you can see it, but right there on the oil drain plug, you can see like a little drop of oil. So I'm gonna probably just end up getting a whole new drain plug to get rid of that. And then let's see if I can show you guys the leak on the, because it's kind of on a, I don't know if you can see it. It's right there on the, like right on the T-fitting, like right there. And I need to fix that, because I just don't want any leaks coming out at all. So that's another one that I gotta fix. But the major one is right here. Like, as you can see, there's oil right there, and it's like, I don't know where it's coming from. Like, I thought at first it might have been coming from the rear main seal, but I'm touching the flywheel and there's nothing. It's like bone dry. Like, there's nothing on there. So it's like bone dry. Like it's all right here, like on the shift linkage right here. You can see that it's all wet and it's oily. But then the part that confuses me is this right here, is that it's all the way back there, but if you can see, like right here, let me see, like you can see on the seam right there, there's oil, and it seems like it trickles down from up here, and then it just goes all the way, and it stops like right, where is it? And it stops like right here pretty much. Like you can see, and they're just like, but like if you see, like it just trickles like all the way from up here. But the only thing that's up here is just the slave cylinder. So I don't know, that's the rear, that's the main one I gotta figure out what's going on with it. But for now, I'm just gonna. I need to order a new oil drain plug. I'm probably gonna start taking apart the shift linkage from the inside right now. But I need to order a new drain plug. I need to order that sandwich plate kit from Golden Eagle because I don't really trust anything else. But for now, I'm just gonna take apart the shift linkage from the inside, and then maybe I'll get something done because it's pretty late already. And being under here kind of gives me claustrophobia like a motherfucker. Because you know, the whole thing going on with jack stands and whatnot, and I know a lot of people have different methods, you know, like putting tires in, but it's just never enough to shake that fear. So let's start taking it apart from the inside, at least for now. To get to the short shifter from the inside, it's super easy. It's just pretty much just like screws, like one right here, one right here, and then same side on the other side. If it's OEM, I mean, if it's still original, you have molested, then you have 4. You're gonna have one up here as well, too. So you're gonna have 4. But now I pretty much just have to go to the bottom on both these two right here. I believe they're 12s. These 12, and then unhook it from the transmission, and then it should drop. Oh, and then just pretty much unhinge it, because then you'd have to take off the whole shift linkage. So we'll just do the 12s at the bottom and get those out. So it's finally off. I just gotta take off these two I believe they're 10s, 10 millimeters. It's such a pain in the ass taking this damn thing out, but I usually just loosen it from right there, take the 12 millimeter bolt that's out, and it should just drop. And then just take these, like I said, from the inside, just take these two 12s off, and then it should just drop down. Super easy. It's just, for a big guy, it's a pain in the ass just getting under there and doing all this shit. But now I just gotta put in, disassemble this one right here, and then I'm gonna be putting this one over here. But I just gotta figure out how this little dust cover goes and whatnot, because I took it off the other day from this one and I can't figure out how it goes back. So let's figure that out. So finally, after 2 days of battling this stupid shifter, because first off, the shift linkage, the opening on this side, it was just way off, so I had to kind of like open it and fuck with it. So last night I had to go drop off packages, so I ended up doing that, and then I kind of just left this. And then today I was just gonna leave it alone and leave it for the weekend, but I was like, nah, it's not gonna win. So then the little dust boot was being a little asshole. Long story short, the shifter's on. Feels solid. It feels super solid. The only thing that I'm having trouble with and that I hate is the simple fact that I have to lower it a little more. Only because, if you guys know, you know, the infamous EK problem with the EKs is your knuckles like hit on this fucking thing. So the only reason I want to lower it is just so I could comfortably shift. But for now, it feels amazing. So feels solid. I want to take it for a little test run. Feels good though. It feels nicer because the GSR one, it was like pretty much like gripping this, like it was super low and I fucking hated it. So it's nice to have it up high, even if I have to deal with the fucking knuckle banging or whatever. But it feels nice. It feels solid. Only when I'm like, first is smooth, and then second's a little bit hard. Third, fine, and then you go into fourth and it's hard again. Not hard, but feels a little bit stiffer. And then you go into fifth and it's smooth. And then yeah, so I don't know what the hell's going on with it, but feels good. Honestly, it feels really good. I want to take it out for a test drive, but my car's in the way, so I don't want to move it, and I kind of just don't want to take it out. So I'll probably just do that tomorrow or over the weekend. But you know, here's a better look at my cluster. It looks a lot nicer, honestly. Like even the SI shines up and everything, so it's pretty cool. It's nice. And then I added the carbon fiber touch to it, so that's pretty cool. And then as you can see, the material is all complete out now. I have a glove box, and then there's the airbag, like cover back on. And I gotta do something about this headliner, and I gotta get the sun visors again. So yeah, I gotta but it's nice to have these like all back to stock. I just gotta get the headliner and then sun visors. And I don't know about you guys, but I love these damn Broadway mirrors. They're just like a necessity now. Like I have one in my side, and they just come so much in handy. And I love the new wheel, and then everything's just coming together on the inside. So probably just gonna end up lowering this a little bit more, and then we'll move on to the back, because I got my 13 big boy problems with cars, with low cars. Oh look, see, now you can kind of tell what the damage is now that I closed the hood. But still, I don't think that's too bad, you know. But for carbon fiber hood, for the deal that I got it, not bad at all. But I did install my ASR subframe brace in the car, so I still got the beak spar to install. And if you guys have installed your an ASR subframe brace, you know that you're gonna need these bolts and the longer bolts that go to the LCA, and then these little dimples that kind of just block it off. And then I also got to install this Downstar valve cover hardware, because a while back I ended up when I was putting the valve cover back on, I think it was when I was putting the motor together, I snapped one of the washers and it just went right through. So I ended up putting just the OEM one, and it's kind of weird just having the OEM ones on there. Well, one OEM one, and then all the rest is Downstar hardware. So let me see, I'll show you guys what I've added so far. I put new shop lights in, more actually. The only thing is, this one right here, I'm probably gonna end up switching it out to the 3 LED, so it's just completely all the way across. But I ended up just getting these when I bought the hood. These were gold. I remember these were gold. All these right here on the edge were gold, so now they're all blue. I'm probably gonna get the ones for the throttle body bracket, the ones for the fuel regulator bracket. I only when I got the car running, I only had one up here and one down here, and it was like one Downstar bolt, one OEM bolt. So I'm gonna do that. But tomorrow when I get a chance, I'm gonna start putting together because I gotta put the brackets together for this, and then just get all this done, because I gotta get this shit treated. So I gotta get that done. I gotta get that done, and then probably just take it out for the weekend, give it a wash. It needs a wash. So yeah, I'm not gonna end this video yet, so just stay tuned. I'm just gonna add more stuff. I do have to end up putting that little center console piece back, because it's loose right now and I couldn't figure it out. And when I was putting the jack stand, when I was on the jack stands, it was like the car was just like all the way back. So I'm gonna put that back right now. I'm gonna lower the shifter a little bit, see if I don't bang my knuckles on the damn climate control. So let's get that done. So actually been working on the rear suspension. I think I mentioned that. I did put in the rear load control arms. I did install an ASR subframe brace, and while I was working on this, I was thinking like, damn man, I'd really like to, right now that I'm doing this and refreshing everything in the rear, get in there and then get a rear disc conversion. But this was kind of just like a little thought. I didn't think I was gonna run into a rear disc conversion. Luckily, just happened to see that one of my buddies that I haven't talked to in a long time posted that he had a full EM1 rear disc conversion. But when I saw the price, I was like, nah, he's probably just selling maybe the brake calipers or something. So when I hit him up, I messaged him, and it turns out that it was his buddy's car who completely burned to the ground, and he was just parting it out. So I went over, sure enough, it was the full EM1 brake conversion, front and rear spindles, everything. The only thing that I probably am gonna have to replace is just the brake lines. I have to replace the brake lines, because I think he said that he chopped them just to get them off. And what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna refresh everything. As you can see, I'm gonna change out the rotors. I'm thinking of getting the rear camber kit. I'll probably go with just like something simple like a blocks camber kit. Thinking of going with maybe, not sure yet. I probably won't, just so I could throw this on. But I'm thinking of going with the PCI spherical, what do they call the spherical, shit man, I'm drawing a blank. But these right here. I'm drawing a blank anyway. I'm gonna do that. And another thing that I was gonna do, and that I was actually waiting for, was I was gonna upgrade the sway bar, because when I took off because they had just like some cheapy little eBay sway bar, not a sway bar, but a strut lower tie bar. So they had like some cheapy little lower tie bar. So I took that off, and then I realized, holy shit, it has a sway bar. But it was just like this little you know, little baby sway bar, which I don't even know where it came from. It might have came from an Integra, because it was just like sitting, like mounted on with just like a shit ton of washers. Like when I pulled the bolt, fuck man, maybe like 10-20 washers just fell out from each side. So like I said, another one of the bonuses of picking up this suspension setup for my buddy is that he actually hooked me up and gave me a 24 millimeter sway bar. So as you can see the difference compared, hold on, let me get this sucker out because it's stuck. So as you can see the comparison from the one that the car had. Oh shit! There's shit everywhere, man. So let's see. Right here. That's what happens when you got shit all over the place. So as you can see, you know, the 24 compared to the, I don't know where this one came from, but you know, obviously compared to this one, it's a lot beefier. So when I ordered the blocks spherical end links, which this has them, but I don't know if they're complete, because they might have they might be missing the little grommet that goes in here. So I just ordered new ones. I also got to get the ASR brackets that mounted to the ASR brace. I'm probably going to refreshen it, probably just decrease it, give it like a light sanding, and then just hit it with the new coat of black. Nothing fancy. But these, I'm super excited to throw these on. These are going to need like a full refresh. We're going to get new rotors, new brake pads, nothing fancy, nothing super aggressive, because it's just going to be for, you know, cruising. So brake pads, rotors, new camber kit for sure, and then whatever else needs to be done. I'm gonna need a EM1 brake cable, or brake cables, and then new brake lines for the rear. I don't know if I'm gonna use the front spindles yet, only because I think they're the same size as the front, so I don't think they're it's a necessity to switch them out, you know. I'm just gonna double check on the caliper side, on the brake caliper size, to see if it's bigger. Then yeah, I'm definitely just gonna upgrade the fronts and just do the EM1 suspension all the way around. But if it's not, then there's no point, you know. So if anybody would want them, hit me up. I got them, you know. You can take them. But I also picked up. I ordered on Amazon a GoPro mount for the car. It's one of these. It's pretty much just goes like right here on the headrest. It goes right here on the headrest, and the camera rests right there on the center, and then you pretty much get a better view. So I'm gonna put that on right now, and then maybe take the car on, try out the GoPro and see how that looks. So let's put this bad boy on.